Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to look at the Captain's Raptors 22 versus 23. Let's go. In today's video I'm going to take a look at the 22 Captain's Raptor versus the 23 Captain's Raptor. Now the 22 Captain's Raptor is in Z plastic and the 23 Captain's Raptor, the new one, is in ESP swirl plastic. Both of these discs have the same numbers, 9314, so let's see how these fly. The first test I'm going to do is backhand drives. This is the 22 version, and from the get-go I noticed this thing was very overstable. It didn't want to stay flat at all. It pretty much got on a little bit of a hyzer line and then rode that hyzer the whole way out. Now this is the 23 version in a different plastic, and I noticed that this one would actually fly straight before it would hook up and get to that hyzer line. So right off the get-go I can already tell that the 23 version is a little bit straighter. These shots right here, I was trying to do a force over ante. You can see that the 22 version definitely got back to a hyzer pretty quickly, whereas this 23 version takes a little bit slower for it to get back to that stable finish. I took both of these out to a course. This shot, you need to go about 200 straight and then hook up. You can see that that 22 pretty much stayed on a hyzer the whole time, and look at this 23. Just goes dead straight, then gives you the hookup. Now let's try it on sidearm drives. Just like on the backhand drives, this 22 version does not want to get flat. It just stays on that hyzer. Whereas look, this 23 version, it definitely went straighter for a longer time before it hooked up. Now that I know the 22 doesn't want to go straight, I started taking advantage of that and putting it more on an ante line to get a little flex shot like on this sidearm shot. Now this hole right here is about 300 feet and it hooks up to the right. The 22 I had to put on a little bit of an ante to get it to go straight and then hook up, whereas the 23 you can see that it pretty much goes straight and hooks up. Both of them were pretty close. Now to sum up these two as far as sidearm shots go, you can see the 23 version right here definitely goes straight, finishes up, and then here comes the 22 version. It hooks up a lot quicker, but as you notice, both of these discs end up inside the circle. It's just two different ways of getting there, and that really kind of sums up the difference between these two discs. Now the cool thing about a Captain's Raptor is not only are they good for drives, they're also great for approach shots too. So here's kind of a bunch of random approach shots, about 150 or less, where I was using both of these discs either on a backhand or a sidearm shot. Both of them performed very well. This is what you need to get out if you're trying to get around trees, get around rocks, boulders, get some flare skips to get you close to the basket to put you in for a nice easy birdie. Alright, if I had to sum up these two discs, the 22 is definitely a beefcake. This hole right here is a perfect example. You can see that the 22 I had to take on a wider route, but it still hooked up really hard and finished by the basket. Whereas right here with the 23, I was able to take more of a direct route and it still finished by the basket. But both of these discs are very stable. I think I'd prefer the 23 version, although there's nothing wrong with the 22 version. There's definitely a place in everybody's bag for a super overstable disc. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and hey, in the comments, why don't you guys tell me what your favorite overstable disc is. Peace out, guys. If you'd like to get one of these discs, head on over to throwanotherround.com. They've got discs, they've got apparel, and free shipping over $75. And they've got these cool mini stamps that you can add to any disc you order. Better yet, if you're in the Denver, Colorado or Charlotte, North Carolina area, head on over to the store, grab a disc, grab a beer. It's a good time. Thanks, Another Round.